Yahoo! Prof here. We got Gertrude Ophelia over on our cushion. Normally that cushion is on my pillow, so she doesn't sleep on those directly. She refused to sleep there, so I moved it over one night, and now she loves sleeping there on it. Whatever works. Normally on a hoppin' Friday night after work, I'd be watching Wayne's show and playing some Call of Duty, but you know what? I was in the mood to crack open some more packages. Still not this package. Yeah, it needs to get done at some point, but that's a bigger thing than just cracking open some music. Which is what we're going to be doing. Let me get a knife. This came EMS, which means it's either something directly purchased off of a band, or it's probably from HMV, because normally I order everything else either forwarded via Tenso or CD Japan. I go with DHL. Much more reliable. Not that much more money. You can tell the vinyl's in here, though, because of the shape. Oh, that's an HMV. Packing slip. Oh, it's the reissue of the Ghibli Jazz vinyl. So, you may be like, you already have that one, and I do. I do indeed. This is, and I don't remember why they reissued it, if it was just sales were just so good, or if it was because this is some like tough bubble wrap here. Like it's stiff from the stiff side, or what. But this is the 2024 reissue. There you go, 2024. I'm trying to remember what was specific about this one, but I can't remember. Maybe we can do a quick googly Google search. Googly Google search. Googly Google search. Yeah, I need to get Chrome out though, because despite HMV being in English or having like interface in English, that does not mean that its interface is by any stretch of the imagination. Their interface is very Japanese too, so sadly autofills don't work. Or don't work correctly, at least. Alright. Oh yeah, supposedly my order for this other stuff just shipped today. Just saw that someplace. Updates. Yeah, order has been dispatched from the warehouse. All three of my vinyls. The Tokyo Ska Paradise Orchestra that I caught at the end, like basically after it was released, which is bad on these limited edition vinyls. You want to make sure. Oh, here you go. Clear green vinyl. The original version of this, it's in English, so I can read it. Ha ha. Yeah, right there, clear green vinyl. So that's what's different about this one. They reissued, they did a 2024 reissue because it was so popular, and they gave it a different, like versioning, effectively. Hello, dear. Limited edition item. Still in stock, at least currently as of me recording this video. The reissue is. If we go back to, they don't even have the vinyl on the website anymore from when it was previously available. So, but yes, I did get, and they were saying it wasn't going to ship for a while yet. I think on the Tokyo Ska that I just barely made out on. One of them was actually for order as well, which was like, oh, on a limited edition like thing like this. That may never come in. Let's put it that way. And then I have to find it secondhand or on a reseller, which that's just leaves a bad taste in the old mouth. You know what I mean? All right, so we got ourselves some DHL here. This fairly obviously is from that realm of the world. I do have something I need to forward from Tenso, but I wanted to make sure because I, like, literally one day after my consolidation had just expired, because you get, I believe it's 15 days to consolidate and then 30 to ship, or it might be 30 days to consolidate. Either way, it had just ended. One day after I pay for shipping, maybe a day and a half, but like basically one day after I finally pay for shipping, for the thing I was hoping on, like, I'm like, I know there's going to be more things that end up needing to be consolidated. What I was waiting on is my Bump of Chicken replacement, because they actually made like a bad CD, like one track on there was mastered incorrectly. I was waiting for that to come in. One day after I approved, if you saw the previous video, I had the Boom Boom Satellites cover by the Spellbound, right? One day after that, oh, yeah, they opened this up. See, probably to verify what it was. But since it was packed so well already, they Believe Music Store. Oh, this is one that got forwarded by Tenso. I think. Yes. Ooh. I know what this is. Bloodthirsty Butchers. Bloodthirsty Butchers, they have been re-releasing all of their stuff on vinyl. A lot of the bands have. Their stuff has been a bit iffy on where you have to get it. Some of it you can get mainstream off of HMV, and I don't know if this is because of like who owns the existing rights for individual albums or what. Believe Music Store is connected to their label. So a bunch of them you have to get through there, and there's like limited edition versions. This I don't believe is limited edition version. I missed the pre-order. I knew about the pre-order. Japan Time's funky. That is why we have Japan Time on the watch now. So currently over there it's 1600. Because my brain always, it's roughly 12 hours. Usually. But yeah, so I missed like the limited edition re-release of this, but I did get at least some of it. Now I feel like some of these were not through Believe Music Store. They were through either a different store or possibly even HMV. It's been a hot minute since I ordered them. So here we've got, oh, Flake Records. This was sent from me directly. They're sent to me directly. Flake Records right there. And this one I negotiated with them. I believe it was over the, like I had a couple weeks off in over the holidays. I purposely, a lot of people are usually back in the area, you know, because their parents are back here. So last year I didn't have time to hang out with them because I already burned all my PTO. And I'm like, this time I am going to take off, and I did. And this was one of the things I actually learned about and took care of over that holiday break there. Nippon, it's Japan, 3900. Osaka, Iburushi, 02/12/24. Yeah. So that's day, month, year, because that's the way they do it there. Like I said, I did it over that over December. What's weird is that they have this on here, which I think is like, that's like equivalent of the stamp, but then we have the other documents to actually get it into the country, like the packing slip, where you need, like, I've shipped stuff out before, it's at least 4 copies of everything. Yep, that's why we don't try and use the pull tabs around here. God dang it. So this was supposed to be, this was one that was sold in the US, I believe, or internationally, one of the two. And, oh, I gotta go redeem that code. That code will already be redeemed. It's in the vinyl. Okay. So Flake Records, they will ship internationally directly to you if you contact them. They will do it. Technically speaking, here you go, 5,900 yen. I've actually bought a couple things from them before. They've been, their only thing is, in order to do it, you have to reach out. There you go, Flake Records. They've carried a bunch of the more indie bands that I listen to. You do have to reach out though. They'll do like a custom PayPal invoice and ship it, but they will. It's just not something that their like site is set up for. But there is like for international customers. Basically, you send them an email with like what you're trying to order, like they even say like put in the title or something like that, send it off to them. Now the first time I tried it, they were actually out of it. It went from in stock when I was there to out of stock. Like when I was there looking at it, to out of stock, because obviously they're a record shop. Somebody can literally walk in there and purchase the item. So this is Cure Metal by Mass of the Fermenting. Right, Mass of the Fermenting Dregs, I believe. So this is the sleeve. I wonder why it's packaged this way, with the sleeve externally Disillusion, Aya Surfer, Ska Betty, Clever Eagle Records. There you go, Mass of the Fermenting Cure Metal. Oh, somebody actually picked it up at Flake Records. Awesome. Trying to find where I bought this from. Flake. There you go. They were given a small special Splatter X silkscreen design, given a small amount directly from label. That is the one that we have, right here. And you'll be. This is one I will actually open up since it wasn't fully put away. I'm guessing it's because they had so few of it, and this is actually a really nice sleeve in there. There you go. So it looked white with the black backing, but that is actually, here you go, turn this light on, fully transparent, or translucent, I guess, with the splatter design and the Cura metal on top. Really, really cool. I think some of these may have come from the US. Like, I think that, like, if I recall, the tweet said something about, like, I don't know if these were ever officially sold in Japan. Like, as in, like, this is actually like a US release, which actually would make sense a little bit based on all the labeling on the jacket is US, like in English, etc. If it is, I missed out completely. I mean, I didn't because I got this one from Japan, but I had to go the super duper duper roundabout method of Japan getting like their main record shop in Japan getting a handful of these, and then reverse shipping them back out, you know, to me in the U.S. Yeah, I saw that in November 30th is when I saw it, and I reached out immediately because they said they only had a couple. There's a high chance that the one there is actually one of, or the one they showed, because, like I said, it wasn't actually sleeved in the jacket. I don't have all the limited edition Master Fermenting Dregs, as they sell super duper duper fast usually. I forget what where their US website even is, or like what the label they work with for selling them is, but I have missed out on them. Some even the re-releases, I saw them and I'm like, that's not the one I'm here for. I really should have just snatched them up because they're super limited, super duper limited. Yeah, so I have a feeling that this might have been released in the US originally as well, based on, you know, this not being a Japanese one, or you know, like not being readily available in Japan. I was pumped though that I caught it, shot an email out to Flake Records, followed their like thing of like, hey, for overseas people, reach out to us, let us know what you want. You know, like, here's kind of the format. If you've sent any professional email, just kind of send one like that, and they worked great with me. They're like, oh yeah, we can do that, not a problem. Do you want it done via tracked shipping or not? We recommend tracked. I too would recommend tracked. That's why at a minimum you want EMS. You do not want literal slow boat instead of to China, to Japan, as it will be 30+ days until you get it. Now that wasn't always, like, you didn't always have the option of not doing that, especially during Corona-chan, until I found out, until some places like added DHL, that it was possible. So Flick Records, appreciate it. I don't have that one in vinyl. I don't have Cure Metal in vinyl, and the fact that I have that one, super pumped. Hopefully you guys got a kick out of that, because, well, I got a kick out of it, right? We've got a couple more here. I think I know what this one is. We probably have another one of these coming pretty soon. This is US. Not. It is a vinyl. Hopefully you can tell it by the size. There you go. Cuphead. I've barely actually played the game. I owned the soundtrack before I owned the game for Cuphead. This is the Cuphead show. I had to double check this, and I may even have to double check it. I feel like this looks exactly like the one I already have. And they may have sent me the wrong one. Gosh darn it. Why life gotta be like this? Because I recognize the front of that. Cuphead. The Cuphead show, yes, is a completely different. This one's sold out, $40. Now hopefully they can still help me, because this was back in November. This is the. I have Delicious Last Course. You guys have already seen that. This is the original vinyl set from way back. Way back. Let me grab the... Okay, so that's why I was like, I already know this one. I know it changed color each time. This is the one that I got. Right down there. See? Cuphead 2 vinyl soundtrack LP. That is the one I'm supposed to have. Time to send in a support ticket. Well, you know how I tossed that box over there? Let's get that box right back. And let's see, am I still within 90 days? 12 to 27, 11 to 12, 12 to 1. Yeah, we're 60 days. I mean, we'll see. Hopefully their return policy, I mean, they're the ones that fucked up and sent me the wrong thing. So... yeah, if you're wondering, guys, this happens to me all the fucking time. Literally says a different thing from it actually is on the box, or on my order. I was like, that looks suspiciously the same. I mean, a lot of the Cuphead stuff does look suspiciously the same. You know, maybe. You know, maybe it's different. Like, maybe I'm misremembering the color, the design, or you know, whatever. No. So, well, I'm gonna leave it at that for this video. We've been here for a hot minute, and I want to get my sport ticket in ASAP because that over there is not the right thing. Not the right thing whatsoever. Yeah, but with my R70Xs, have nice protected homes now. Gonna use my metallic Sharpies here to label those up. Probably one silver for the original and copper or bronze for the secondary one. So I'm not gonna say I'm cursed. I don't want to think that way, but man, oh man, does it ever seem to bite me on the ass more often than everybody else. Hopefully you'll see the next one. Expect at least one, if not two more vinyl hauls, because there you go. We've got 1, 2, 3 shipments at least right there. See you the next one. Peace.